All right. Hello. Welcome to yoga. We'll begin the class with sitting calm and getting a little bit of calm and clarity and have this as an intention. Of course, you can have another intention, anything you want, and say it in present time in your head. But if you would like me to suggest, calm and clarity are really important. And it's a good intention, just like gratitude is, anything really, that will move you into the direction that you want to go. So, for example, if we're saying the intention for calm and clarity, I am calm and clear. So I am in present time. And then repeat it throughout the class in your head, especially if you catch yourself drifting away with thoughts and schedules and all that. So let's close the eyes and begin focusing your attention, centering, focusing on your breath. What is now? We will be intentionally bringing our focus into the breath throughout the practice. So try to maintain the belly breath. Inhale, belly moves forward and sideways. Exhale, back towards the spine. Kind of like feeling a pitcher with the water. Hearing all the nice birds around me. How does the air feel on the skin and floating and areas of touching the mat? What do you hear from the device and also from around you? Can you smell something? Or maybe there is a lack of any smell. If you haven't done so, close your eyes. What do you see? Relax the face, all the forehead stuff and the space between the eyebrows. Relax the jaw. You can keep your eyes closed if you want to. We can begin making circles on the sitting bones. Engaging the core and at the same time trying not to restrict the breath even though the core is engaged. So find this balance between strong core so you can straighten your spine and still belly moves forward on inhalation. And let's change the circle. And feel free to move the shoulder blades apart from each other, maybe move around the elbows, creating space between the shoulder blades, relaxing the shoulders. Wiggle yourself around like a little kid, childlike. Inhale, hands above the head. Exhale, lower them down. So we incorporate a little bit of pranayama before we start to move around more. So do try to expand the belly on inhalation as you lift up the arms and then float them down, exhale. And keep that at your own pace. Long, deep breaths. So let's rotate. It doesn't matter which side you pick first. Exhale, one arm forward, the other one back. Inhale back up and into neutral. Exhale the other side. Try not to shorten the spine when you're exhaling, because here we are incorporating a twist, and twists are great to create space in the spine, but also don't overdo the twist where like the spine is actually shortening. So you want to do about 80% of what you can in a twist, and then maintain the breath. On the next inhale, just interlace fingers above your head and see how much you can expand. Look up. Towards the left, towards the right. Back to neutral. Float the left hand down and use it as a support. Lift as much as possible the right arm, and then overhead, extending really good the right side. So try to keep the both of the sitting bones on the mat. So if you can move the arm a little bit back, look underneath it. Maintaining the length of the spine, inhale yourself up, and then right arm floats down, left one lifts up, overhead, and then look underneath the left arm. Left arm floats down, and then begin walking the hands forward. Then inhale yourself up, and then change the crossings of the legs. Many oftentimes we favor one side, so when you just go regularly to cross-leg position, you are like always going with one leg closer to you. So instead, change that and see how does it feel. Then begin walking the hands forward, extending through the hips. Breathe and use the breath to get you closer, deeper into the pose on exhalation. Inhale, maybe slightly back up to create more space in the spine and length. Exhale, moving forward. Place your legs straight in front of you, about like a shoulder distance, and then move towards the toes with your nosy. Okay, so legs take a lot of time to relax their muscles because they have a powerhouse in muscles. So, be patient, don't judge yourself or whoever, but take the time. Exhale, get you closer to the toes. And then you do want to always use the breath. Exhale towards the toes. Inhale, maybe slightly back up. You notice that some days you're in different body than other days. And for example, I'm extremely tight right now. I just drove for 5 hours. So if you do drive a lot, if you do bike, or you do a lot of leg exercises, that's so much more that you need to stretch than people that don't. The legs, I mean. And when you have enough of that, let's move the left knee forward and then the right leg back into a pigeon. And then begin lowering yourself at some point, or maybe just stay there if you're super tight today. If you do choose to walk forward, and as I said, like we're in different bodies every day, sometimes I would need adjustments to stretch more or less. So if you are extra stretched, move forward with both of the arms, and maybe thread the needle with the right arm underneath the left one. That will give you this extra stretch. For me, this is too intense today, so I'm just not gonna go there. I just wanted to give you an option. And breathe. Come back to your intention from the beginning of the class and repeat it 3 times in your head or out loud. It's up to you. Notice how these legs is feeling after a minute of being in the pose. We're gonna compare it with the other leg, and not for any other reason, but just to notice if we have differences between the sides. Many oftentimes, more often than not, we do, and not just in the legs, but it could be in the shoulders or arms. Relax the left foot and then relax the entire left leg. You might start to notice how it's slightly more released. Alright, let's get out of here, but like really slow. Lift yourself up and sneak yourself out of the pose. Why? So the muscles don't snap right back in. We're gonna get the right leg forward, right knee, and then left leg behind us. Yeah, definitely different for me this side today. Yeah, so more balancing would be if you notice differences between the sides. Let's say you're doing yoga now or you're stretching later, just begin to spend more time on the tighter side. This is more balancing than spending the same amount of time, and if one side is tighter and you're not actually compensating. So if you did do the modification on the other side, feel free here to also walk the arms forward and thread the needle with the left hand underneath the right. Oh, me not doing that today. All right. What was the intention from the beginning of the class? When you're ready, slowly sneak out of the pose and we're gonna find our way into tabletop with hands and knees underneath us, and always spread fingertips when you are on your hands to protect the wrists. If you feel like you wanna be on the fist instead, like if you have anything going on in the wrists, you, you're gonna stay on the first 2 knuckles next to your pointer finger and middle finger, and then begin making circles. So here you're kind of engaging the wrists, right? Also the core, and then change the direction. All right, ready? Tuck the toes, lift up, downward facing dog. And here we go. We have left heel down and then right heel down pedaling. And breathe into the backs of the legs. Walk the feet towards the hands, forward fold, hanging there with the hands. Maybe grab opposite elbows if you have super long arms, like I do, and just relax. Extending the backs of the legs, relaxing the spine. Put your hands on your shins and then inhale into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up and sit in a chair. Breathe. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's like a snake here. There's a snake. Oh, okay. What do I do? Oh, shit. I mean, I don't think it's gonna do anything to me because I'm not doing anything to it. Okay, chair. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up to chair once more and move your left foot forward into warrior one, squaring the hips. Warrior one is an extremely potent pose to get your power back and gain self-confidence and remove fear, like from snakes, for example. You know? Was that funny or what? Exhale, straighten the front leg and then just fold over. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, warrior two. So in warrior two, watch out for like not sticking your butt out, but instead tuck the tailbone, and that's gonna make your core strong to where you can lift the spine, lift the chest, and left arm forward, right one back. Look behind the fingertips of the left hand. Also, notice if you're leaning forward. This one, very oftentimes I see in classes where like people are really leaning forward. Like bend your front leg real good. Track the knee behind the foot and then knee more towards the left. That's another powerful pose for building self-confidence and eliminate fear. Oh, the warriors are. That's why they're called warriors. Inhale back into warrior one. Alright, so now don't use momentum like a ballerina, but instead move very mindfully forward and try to detach the back leg. You might lose balance, that's okay. That means that you're just moving too fast. So very slow, like I just did. That's okay though. Moving forward with the arms and right leg goes back. Warrior three. So not balanced today. Keep staying in there or get out of it if you've had enough. And step off of the back foot, forward fold. Hands on the mat, jump or walk the feet into plank. Elbows in, all the way down. Inhale yourself to up the cobra and then back to down facing dog. This time both of the heels are going down. So See if you can move your chest towards the thighs more. And push the mat away with the hands. Beautiful. Okay. Inhale, right foot forward towards the hands this time. Plant the left heel down. Square the hips. Elevating warrior one. So when you do warrior one or anything that you're getting up, think about getting up first with the face and the arms, so that way you can elongate the spine, and you always expand and elongate. That versus, when you're lifting yourself up, like first, like this, the spine and then the face. No, I always think up first. Maybe even look up. Warrior two. Check on your tailbone, check on your core, and then elevate the chest, arms, and then see if you're leaning forward. Breathe. Warrior one again. Squaring the hips forward. So we will slowly transition into warrior three. Maybe hop a few times with the foot. Like for me, today I am having a huge issue with the balance for some reason, but that's okay. Like, huge issue with the balance. I'm okay with this. Seriously. When you have enough of that, forward fold. Place the hands on the mat and walk or jump the feet. Plank. Left side plank. Elevating the right arm. Alright, so on exhale, we're going to move lower. Inhale, back up. Do 3 of those. We do side core action. Back to downward facing dog and walk the hands towards the right. Extending really good the left side and keep the left heel down. Back to regular downward facing dog. And then inhale yourself into plank. Right side plank. Same thing. We're going to do 3 times with exhalation. Lower. Lower. And lower last time. Find yourself in downward facing dog. And then walk the hands towards the right this time and elongating the right side and keep the right heel down. Back to regular downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Lower chaturanga, elbows in towards the body. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Chest towards the thighs. Great time to come back to your intention from the beginning of the class. Repeat it 3 times or 5 times. Where's that snake? Walk the hands towards the feet or the other way around, doesn't matter. Find yourself in forward fold. Inhale into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up and move your feet like 2 times the shoulder distance, and then place your feet outwards and then sit into almost like 90 degrees. I mean, the lower the better, but see where you're at. Elevating the arms up towards the sky, and then palms are up, and then elbows are bent into like 90 degrees as much as you can kind of gauge that. And then moving forward with the palms and then towards the belly. So now the thumbs are outwards. Now you're gonna slide the arms and then move the thumbs towards you, and then the palms are still up but outwards. Okay. And then all the way up. All right. So again, first one, second one, third one, fourth one. It's called dancer Shiva. So imagine that you have an espresso cup on each hand. This is really hard not to spill it, but just imagine it's there. It's gonna kind of help you with like the positioning of the hands. So espresso cups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this can get really confusing. Don't worry about it. The whole point of this is to bring you to the present moment and be in that meditative state of just doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's easier if you remember with the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. For me, this was very, very confusing for the longest time, especially when we start adding legs to it. 3, 4. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. 3 is here. 4. 1, 2. Here. Here. 3. Getting tired. Okay, cool. Let's just straighten the legs and kind of shake them off, and then begin folding forward. And I will begin walking the hands on the floor or mat if you're on the mat behind you. Place your hands on the hips and lift up, leading with the face. Alright. So now that you have a 2 shoulder distance of space between the feet, and you know the best to gauge that is really if you have the mat underneath you. Just like for me, there was like no space on the side, so that's why I'm behind the mat. But it's a good kind of gauging. Shift your weight into the right foot and begin elevating the foot. Find a tree. Arms up, and then you are growing 3 branches. Imagine right foot is 20 roots into the ground. Maybe sway the 3 branches from the wind, creating a little bit more extra challenge to the balance. Remember where you came from with the left foot? Let's go back there. Huge step. And we're going to elevate the right foot, but try not to hip hop there, but instead slowly getting into. Ay. Great. Breathe. Growing 3 roots and growing 3 branches. Sway from the wind maybe. And when you're ready, step it off again. So this one is again 2 times the shoulder distance or on the 2 sides of the mat. and then forward once again. Now in this one, if you want to, actually it would be better if you keep your arms behind you on the head. Lower. Go towards the left. Ground through the right heel. Go towards the right. Ground through the left heel. Keep imagining you have 3 roots growing from both of your feet. Grounding and centering. Getting clarity and calm. Drawing energy from the earth. To the left again. Feel the ground with all 4 corners of your feet. And you can keep your arms where they are, interlaced behind the head, or you can get like interlace fingers and get the 2 pointer fingers and then begin drawing circles. So in my case, I'm just gonna have my hands on the back shoulder here. Lowering, exhale. Inhale, up. Lowering, exhale. Okay, change the direction. Oh, I know I have issues with the balance today. I'm super well aware. Get into child's pose whenever you're ready. Or downward facing dog if you don't feel like completely resting. Child's pose is more resting than downward facing dog for sure, but you still can use an extension. So instead of just like holding your arms in front of you, maybe walk them actively away from the tailbone. And find yourself flat on the mat laying back. Hug the knees towards the chest. Moving left, moving right, left and right. Relaxing, getting calm and clarity. Let's get the hold of your toes and still move left and right. This is going to engage more of the upper spine. Maybe get the shoulders really good. Go all the way to one side and then to the other. Place left foot on the ground and keep your right one up and then across. So right foot on the left thigh. Now this one has many different variations. See what's appropriate for you. You can try to make them with your right hand and get a hold of the left thigh, or you can grab behind the left knee. And so in this one, try to keep both of your shoulders on the mat, and then bring your right foot by leveraging the left leg with the arms. Exhale, push more towards you. And when you're ready, slowly relax. We switch the legs. I'm just checking for that snake. Oh my gosh. Anyway, right leg down, left one on the right side, and then we do the same thing. Maybe hug the right thigh, or get a hold of below the right knee, and then begin bringing your left leg towards you. Exhalation, bring it closer, and also keep your shoulders off of the on the mat. This one, just like I told you many times, the leg muscles will always win when it comes to that, like the spine muscle. So if we keep our spine straight and our shoulders on the mat in this case, we will be stretching more the leg muscles. And when you're ready, begin letting it go. Shake the knees once again, or maybe even happy baby, even better. In this case, as we're gonna prepare for either full wheel or bridge, whatever inversion you want to do today, just do something. Inversion is anything that you have your head under your hips inverting, helping the blood circulating all the way to the brain and oxygenate it. So they're really good for you for balancing out your hormonal system and, therefore your mood. But never do inversions before you really stretch really good and you're already practiced. Alright, so when you're ready, place your feet on the ground, and actually let's lift the bridge first. Even if you want to do full wheel immediately, start with the bridge and notice how the shoulders are. You want to put more of the pressure on the shoulders and not so much on the neck. When you do anything that will put even little pressure on the neck, like this one for example, you want to make sure that the head is always straight and you don't look left and right. Even there's an elephant next to you or a snake, you want to always be straight with the neck because it's easy to injure, it's not as strong as other parts, and sometimes our body weight is like too much weight for the neck. So by moving it left and right, you can like kink something there, and then, let's not do that. When you're ready, lower yourself and hug the knees. Last time. Moving left and right. So that would be a bridge and a plow pose, like where you have some kind of tension on the neck. So go ahead and do plow or a bridge or maybe shoulder stance if that's what you want. I'm going to do a full wheel. Full wheel is a super potent pose for opening the heart chakra, actually opening all the chakras. It's really important for the heart chakra, especially like if you went through some difficulties. It's good for you. I mean, they're all good for you. Inhale, lift yourself up in whatever inversion that you are. And breathe. Spreading fingertips apart if you are in a full wheel. When you're ready, lower, starting from the neck and one vertebra at a time, and then hug the knees. Where is the breath? Calm and clarity. We'll do one more last inversion before our last pose, Shavasana. So let's lift up on inhalation, whatever inversion is that you pick. Oh, hello there. Good. Hug the knees and move left and right, massaging the spine. So place the feet far apart. And legs are straight. Move the shoulders to be exactly underneath you and place the palms up towards the sky. And relax for Shavasana. Exhale, relaxing the whole body. Imagine beautiful clouds. Like cotton. A little bit different colors. Some are darker. And here and there you see some sun peeking through. If you haven't closed your eyes, do that. Looking up, and then there's clouds, lots of them. And then some birdies, all kinds. Mostly parrots. Lifting yourself up and looking where you're walking through grass. And then the grass is becoming less and less, and then there's sand. Shuffling your feet in the sand. Childlike. Begin running. There's water. There is an ocean. There's a little breeze. And as you look around, only palm trees and ocean and sun and clouds and birds and sand. You're walking and walking, and there's like a pile of stones. As you are approaching that pile of stones, you actually see that they're kind of pink. Surprise, it's a rose quartz. As you walk closer, you notice some steam coming out of these stones. And then you're exactly above the pile of stones, and it's like a bathtub made out of a pink rose quartz and a steaming natural spring coming out of it. You get in. It smells like roses. It is hot, but not too hot. Feel the water embracing you. Your eyes are getting heavy and you're getting sleepy. You submerge yourself underneath the water. Take a deep breath and hold your nose with the pointer finger and the thumb. Submerge. and get out. Maybe just the face out so you can actually breathe. Get the pointer finger and the thumb again and close your nose. I my battery is dying so much. Close your nose with the thumb. Inhale through the left or whatever it is if you like have your other hand. Inhale with the one that is not covered and then cover that one. Exhale through the other one. Inhale through this one. Then change. Alter the nostril breathing. So with whatever you exhale, you inhale from the same one and then change. And when you have enough of that, relax. This is an excellent exercise for calm. And then all the poses that would be with the balance and the inversions and all the warriors. It's for clarity, self-confidence. Kind of like the intention from the beginning of the class. If that was your intention, that was mine. Getting calm and clarity. And relax. Relax the toes and the feet, and the heels and the tops of the feet. Inhale and exhale. Relax the ankles and knees and thighs and hips. Inhale and exhale. Legs are heavy. And relaxed. Relax your abs and chest and shoulders and neck and throat inside and outside. Inhale and exhale. Relax your face and eyebrows and eye sockets. Inhale and exhale. Submerge yourself once more under the water of the hot spring rose quartz natural bathtub spa. It's time to go. Get out and begin walking on the shore. Oh, there is a stick. Grab the stick and write in the sand things that you want to release. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Something that doesn't serve you anymore, just write it in the sand before the next wave comes. And there's the next wave coming, erasing all of those stuffs. walking. There's some really nice, relaxing weather and beautiful view, and you getting calm and clarity. Now you're walking through the grass again, and there's palm trees. Wiggle your fingers and move your feet around, maybe circle the ankles. Find your way to one side, left or right. In a fetal position, use the top arm to lift yourself up with a strong straight spine. Still looking for that snake. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. See you. See you Wednesday, Monday. Yeah, so I'll see you Friday. Bye.